how do you find courage to speak?
Yeah.
When it's like, you can't, like, we don't want to let the moment go by, but you don't have the prepared talk. You don't have everything sorted, but you're like, I don't want to lean away from the conversation, and in Canada, there are some big conversations I believe that this is preparing the way for, that we're not prepared to have, but we've got to have them. It's got to lead to response. I just wonder what you think about leaders trying to find courage to speak and where that kind of courage can come from.
Yeah, I got to give you another Martin Luther King quote that I quote him a lot, but he said, that in the end, we will not remember the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. And for many of us, and I think what he means by that is silence for many of us means agreement, which I have a ton of white friends, so I know it doesn't mean that for everyone, right? For a lot of white friends, it just means I have no idea what to say and I don't want to say the wrong thing and I love you and it's just, but for those that don't, which are many, because we've been separate for a long time, it means agreement. And so you don't want to fall into that category of agreement, especially if it doesn't represent your heart, which I would say for many white leaders in the church, not all, but many that I know, they would agree that racism is wrong. And they would agree that for people of color, the world has not been exactly kind and that we need to do something about it. Now, how you choose to flow in and out of that is kind of what we're talking about. But I do think that the number one goal is to not be silent because you don't want to give off the wrong message. Now, the other thing I would say is the opportunity and kind of the safety net that you have is that you can't afford not to say anything. And that's why I go you can't afford to stand anywhere and not get hit. It is what it is, right? If you're quiet, people are coming at you. If you're loud, people are coming at you. So if they're going to come at you anyway, they might as well come at you for trying to do the right thing. They might as well come at you not for your silence, but because you tried to say something and got it wrong. Not for being perfect, but for your effort. You should at least be rewarded, right? And I'm speaking about the lashes being rewarding. You should at least be rewarded for standing up for the right thing. Now, I would say as we drill down a little bit deeper, that's kind of on the outskirts, and we talk about, okay, what can you actually say? How do you get it right? If we get really practical, I think one of the greatest things to say when you don't know what to say is that you don't know what to say. I think that's the greatest thing to say when you don't know what to say. I want to say something and I care about this, but I have no idea what to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the wrong thing and offend people, but I do want to stand up here and say that I care and that I don't know what to say. And I'm not trying to figure out what to, and maybe, just maybe me acknowledging it will help to move the needle. And you know what? It will. It will. Just you bringing it up says it makes people think, and it lets people of color know that you care about them and that you are thinking about it. And you open yourself up for people of color or anyone that knows how to say what to say to step into your life and go, hey, you know what? I heard your call. I heard your invitation for me to come in because you don't know what to say. But I heard you, and let's sit down. Let's have a conversation.